Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, just need everything's working. Good. We are back with more Pokemon Flux. We are continuing the reset grind for Shiny Minion. And yeah, so that's where we still are through this whole game. All the streams, we're still in the minion grind. We've gone over, we're ever so slightly over odds now. So hopefully he should be showing up any attempt now. But you know, it is still random. Oh, I really hope the first Pokemon of this hunt doesn't hit double odds. That's not going to be fun. It's just not. And this isn't even, from what I know, the hard one. Because, I don't think how you acquire the second starter, I don't think they let you see if it's shiny or not. I think you just pick. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Well, because if I am, then it would technically be 3 goes for every reset, as opposed to currently the 1. So we would have actually checked like 6,000 Pokemon if we were at Moz, which is neat. Well, but how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good, having a good week. I am doing a summer course now, which is great. It was supposed to be next summer, but as it turns out, to do the second degree in the time frame I want to, I need to do it this summer. So I'm doing a little English course this month, which is cool, great. Kind of cuts into me hunting for a job, which I'm not too big of a fan of because I haven't been able to. Oh, job hunting last summer wasn't fun. Because as it turns out, despite how like every business in the world was going on last year about how they don't have enough employees and nobody wants to work anymore, it turns out that there actually are enough people looking for jobs that they can be selective about hiring somebody for a summer job that's shock horror only there for summer, which was fun. But yeah, so we're doing a class right now. I think I've actually got something I need to read for tomorrow for that class, which I should probably do after stream. I'm thinking we go to 2,500 for this stream. Sounds like a good number to me. And no new Shonen Jump chapters, unfortunately, so we can't do the our little discussion about new anime or new manga chapters. Ooh, don't call them anime. You'll piss off the obnoxious people. I'm kidding. You guys aren't too obnoxious. You can be a little, though, let's be honest with ourselves. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. Our next stream is going to be Radiata Stories. We're going to be finishing off the super bosses in that game. And then after that, we are pushing our Wednesday. I'll have the schedule out tomorrow before stream. Because we're going to be changing the schedule up a bit because Crow Country comes out this Thursday. And so we are moving the Wednesday stream to Thursday this week because it just wouldn't make sense to like start Ayuden Chronicles and just, do one stream of a game that's going to take, I think Rising is 20 hours. So, like 2 weeks of streaming. And we're just going to do one, and then it's going to be replaced by Crow Country for however long Crow Country runs. It just doesn't make sense to do it like that, so we're delaying the Wednesday stream. They'll be on the schedule for y'all over on Twitter. That fun little health site I need to really need to use more. I keep forgetting that like Twitch has no way of gaining clout, and this little hobby like relies entirely on clout. So I need to use stuff like the Bird app to acquire that clout and funnel it here. And then hopefully I can, like make it big and have this pay for stuff. So maybe this could, this could be my summer job. You never know. Oh, I can. That's not happening. Ugh. Would be cool though. Yeah. But yeah. So we just finished up Alone. How did you guys enjoy Alone in the Dark? I thought it was decent. It's kind of a like mid-budget, like not quite indie, not quite like big development studio game. Like the video game equivalent of a B movie, I guess. And for that, it was pretty good. Had a little jank, nothing too detrimental. But yeah, it was overall pretty good. I really hope it's successful enough to like revive Alone in the Dark. Because just having like another like semi-regular survival horror franchise would be nice. Because like Silent Hill is essentially dead. Like I know they're trying to revive it, but like what was it called? Ascension? The interactive movie one? That one was a massive failure. The short message was good, but it was, short. And Blooper Team's Silent Hill 2, well, that still isn't out, and there's very valid reasons to be concerned about it. Namely that the first gameplay show off was a combat trailer for Silent Hill, of all things. And for Silent Hill 2, of all games, like if they were remaking 1 or 3 and they opened with a combat trailer, I'd get it. Especially 3, because 3 was stupidly combat heavy. But like 2? Arguably the least combat intensive Silent Hill game besides Short Message and PT? Like, come on. You're gonna lead with the combat. Man, game studios, they keep making stupid decisions. Speaking of game studios making stupid decisions, have you guys seen the Health Divers situation? Oh my god, I feel so bad for Arrowhead Studios, because like the dev team for Helldivers seems like the coolest game devs, but Sony legitimately just tanked that game. Ugh. Like, imagine selling a game, a multiplayer only game, for like, what's it been? 5 months? Only to say 5 months after all that public positivity. Yeah, you actually need an account with us that isn't available globally. So all of you people who bought this game in a country that doesn't support PSN, you can get fucked. Like, cool, like, incredible PR move from Sony. Like, I legitimately want to know who thought that was a good idea, and I want them fired. No, you know what? No, I want them. I want them fucking blackballed from the gaming industry. Like, that idiot should never be able to find work again. Cause like, how do you screw up that badly with like the most successful game you own, right? Like, Helldivers was doing amazing. Everybody loved it. They could have just kept it optional, you know? If they really wanted to force a PSN account onto people, they could have made like a 2-tier system where, you know, like all the people without a PSN account are playing with each other and all the people with a PSN account are playing with each other. I don't know if the server infrastructure was there for that, but that could have been a better choice. And they could advertise it as like improves combating hackers or whatever, you know? Less hackers when you have to tie a PSN account to it because we can account ban these people. Or, you know, like whatever. I don't know. They could have done a lot better, and it's hilarious. It's purely Sony. It's purely the publisher that's screwing them over. It's just amazing. Oh man. And like it's a move so hilariously bad you'd expect Konami to have made it. But no, it was Sony this time. Like, it's just incredible. Like, literally like a textbook what not to do moment for game publishers. Oh. Oh man. Thankfully, I'm in a country that supports PSN, so if I wanted to pick up Helldivers, I still can. Which, like, it got delisted on Steam in like 150 countries. Like, they literally lost half the global market overnight because of one decision. Hilarious, man. Ugh, excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, what else? What else has happened recently? That's not political. There's been a lot of political news. And as a poli-sci major, I am exercising an incredible amount of restraint to not become the next Hassan or Vosh, because I do not want to be like that. Oh god. Like, we're keeping this is an apolitical channel. I don't care that I'm a bloody humanities major, you know? Like, I could talk about it. I could. But that's not what this channel's for. This channel is to have good time with the funny little hee-hoo sprites on the video screen. And playing video games and having a fun time. and forgetting about the fact the world's on fire. You know? Like we're not here to talk about all the nightmare things outside of the world. In the outside world, we're here to have a fun little time with the video games. What else? Yeah, I've run. Oh, it's not a good just chatting day, huh? We're only 16 minutes in and I've ran out of things to talk about. Oh boy, this is not a good Chinese stream if that's happened. Oof. Ugh. I guess we could talk about like what we have planned for, or what I have planned for after Crow Country and Ayuden Chronicles, because I've got this planned out a bit, or I guess my schedule, because so because of where we are, so Crow Country is going to be the next game we start. It's going to be on Wednesday. Or Thursday, sorry. On Thursday. Don't know how long Crow Country is going to take. After that, we are playing through Ayuden Chronicles and 100 Heroes. After that, we are going to be playing Haunting Grounds, because that has been on my backlog for so long. And I've been meaning to play it, and I've been meaning to play it, and I've been meaning to play it. And we're finally going to play it. After that is going to be SMT5, because I want to play that game before Vengeance comes out, because I made the very stupid mistake of buying a Atlas game when it comes out the first time. Didn't wait for the definitive edition. Should have known a definitive edition was going to come out. Oh, should have seen that coming. That's on me. Oh. And you know what? I'm probably not going to learn, because I've been looking at Metaphor ReFantasio. And it looks cool, and I kind of want to play it. But I also know deep down, I'm better off waiting a year for bloody, like, Metaphor ReFantasio. Well, what do we think? What do we think they're gonna call the definitive edition of Metaphor? Like Awakening Edition or something? I don't know. But yeah, just probably better off waiting for that to come out, honestly. And then once we're done once we're done SMT5, I'm thinking Faith and Holy Trinity, because I've had that on my backlog for a while too, and I've heard great things about it. So I've always wanted to play that. But then after that, I really don't have a clue. I've got a ton of RPGs that are sitting on my backlog. In fact, I just added 3. Although, only 2 of them, I'd say, would be available in the near future. Because I grabbed the Atelier remake, Atelier Marie. Because I've never played that series, and I kind of want to see what it's about, you know? See if it's any good. If it is, pick up the Ryza trilogy or something, play that. But we've also got the Batten Kaitos remasters. And yeah. More to the list. My never-ending list of backlogged video games. because I add to it faster than I deal with them. Oh, Ryza has the highest review. Yeah, that's. I know Ryza's like the Atelier trilogy that made it famous, but I picked up the Marie remake just to see how the series is. If it's any good, we'll try Ryza. But yeah, Bat and Kaitos. What else do I've got like a ton of RPGs on my backlog. Oh. Is that the Chibi one? Yes, that's the remake of, I think yeah, the remake of like the first Atelier game, I think. Yeah, Marie remake, that's the one. But then, like, I have significantly less horror games than RPGs, which keeps the one-to-one pacing a little tricky. Would give me an excuse to finally play through the Dark Pictures, though, because I've been sitting on those for a while. What other horror games do I even have besides that? Oh, we've got like Song of Horror. We can do that. Scry. What else do I have? Oh. Hold on. While it's resetting, I can pull up my backlog. I've got that open somewhere. Where is it? There it is. What else do we have on the backlog? Let's see. We've got Yeast. That's an RPG. That wouldn't work. We could do Rule of Rose. I've had that on my backlog for a while. The new RE4 remake. Yeah, I need to find more horror games. I need to find more horror games. The backlog's out of balance. There's like 3 RPGs on here for every 1 horror game. That's not good. That's not good at all. Look. Yeah, not good. RE4 isn't it? Yeah, it is kind of more actiony than survival horror, but I mean, compared to some of the other entries in the series, it's a lot more horror than like than 6. It's about on par with 8, which I'd consider like a horror themed action game, so it counts. I'd consider them both like horror themed action. 5 pushes it. 5's like the perfect middle between whether or not it's a horror game or whether or not it's an action game. Oh, I can't wait for the 5 remake. I know people hate that game. Like, it's the second worst behind 6 in a lot of people's opinions. I love 5. 5 is just a brilliant, like, so bad it's good storyline. Like, you can't have Chris punching a boulder and not expect me to love the game for being stupid. Like, oh, 5's great. I cannot wait for the 5 remake. That's gonna be great. I do wish they would remake Code Veronica. Chris punching the boulder, just... My other favorite part about that is how clearly Chris was on steroids during 5. Because if you look at him in Revelations, which takes place like, I want to say a year and a half before 5, he is noticeably less buff. And then if you look at him in 6, which is only like a year after 5, he is once again noticeably less buff. So Chris was just roiding during 5. Oh, that game was great. I do wish they would actually get around to remaking Code Veronica. Because despite not being numbered, it is actually pretty important to the storyline. And it's still stuck on, like, I think the 360 had it. I actually don't know if it's on. Then his black hair changes to blonde in 6. Was Chris blonde in 6? I'm gonna be honest, I've repressed so much of that game because I hated it that I actually can't remember. The one thing I remember from 6 is Sherry and the helicopter crash. And just they gave Sherry all the fucking upsides of G-Virus with none of the downsides. And oh, I actually really hope they remake 6 and just fix it. Like, 6 needs so much work. I really hope they just fix it. Like, straight up. Oh. But yeah, like, I can't wait for the 5 remake. Ugh. Capcom's actually got a lot of really cool stuff coming out. Because, Monster Hunter, no, 6 is the one before Village. No, Village is 8. Resident Evil Village is Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 7 was the introduction to Ethan Winters. Oh yeah, Chris looks weird in 8, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, because Village is 8, 7 is the Bakers and E-Virus and everything. 6 was the C-Virus with the 4 different campaigns, where Leon's was the only one that was close to decent. Actually, I can't say that. I never finished Ada's because I played through that with a friend, and the co-op was non-existent in Ada's campaign. Ugh. But honestly, if they could just remake Code Veronica so we could have like a modernized Code Veronica, because it is now the oldest game in the series, that would be great. Because like important stuff happens in Code Veronica. Like it's not like Outbreak or anything where it's just kind of a throwaway spin-off. Parts of Wesker's plan are revealed in Code Veronica. It's necessary for the story. I think Code Veronica is actually where they start the whole Wesker gathering bioweapons like the fucking Infinity Stones plotline, because he's specifically there to get a sample of T Veronica. Oh, so yeah, it's an important game, and like the most recent version we have of it is like the Dark Side Chronicles on the Wii, which is a rail shooter. It's a good rail shooter. Dark Side and Umbrella Chronicles are decent spin-offs, but just watch Super Best Friends play. It's a fun series. I enjoy it. It's had some missteps though, like the RE3 remake, that was a blunder, but I think they've admitted that they know they screwed up because they just kind of rushed out the door. You'll be all right. See you later, Angel. Hope you have a good day at work, my dude. Yeah, because the RE3 remake cut out a bunch of stuff from the original game just so they could get it out quick, and they did address the backlash in a very respectful way, because they were like, Yeah, we screwed up. People were expecting us to make another RE2 remake where it was like just a complete overhaul of the original game, and we kind of screwed up. Actually gives me hope that we're going to see an RE3 remake where they just bring it back closer to the original version. Ugh. But yeah, like Capcom's actually been a pretty decent company recently. I know Exoprimal kind of bombed, but oh, they're working on a game that they just delayed. I can't remember its name. I always forget its name. But Monster Hunter Wilds, the new Monster Hunter, looks great. It looks like it's gonna be Worlds, but way better. And it's not restricted to the Switch, so it's not gonna be like a kind of side grade like Rise was. I mean, I would ideally hope they're finally gonna bring water combat back, but I know I'm a psychopath in the Monster Hunter fan base that likes water combat. But hear me out. We all seen how much better they made normal combat in 4 and since then, right? They can definitely improve water combat from where it was in 3. They could do it. Because if you look at like land combat in 3 and compare it to like not even the most recent game, compared to Generations, wildly different. They can do that with water combat. They can bring it back. I know they can. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I know they can do it. But I know that's a wildly unpopular opinion in the Monster Hunter community. Ugh. Even though, like, there was so much good stuff in water combat, man. Oh, sad. You'll never get a fish of Gobel out of a creek ever again. Because they're not gonna have it in a creek anymore, because why would they have it hiding in a creek when you can't go into the creek? Shame. Just a big shame, you know? Also, like, Cadius is never gonna come back, because that was a pure water fight. The Abyssal Lagiacrus, never gonna come back, that was a pure water fight. Dire Morales probably won't come back, that fight involved a lot of water. Everything else, yeah, they can come back. They have come back, I think. Except Lagiacrus. Has Lagiacrus come back since then? Yeah, that was in... Laggy was in Generations. Weren't they? I'm sure they were in Generations. Oh. I am sure Lagiacrus... Now I need to look that up. Was Lagiacrus in Monster Hunter Generations? What games have you... I know you've been in stories. I don't care. That's not a main series. Yeah, they were in Generations. Laggy was in Generations. It hasn't been too long since Laggy showed up. I hope they show up in Wilds, because, like... I think Leviathans in general got kind of shafted by World. Ugh. What else does Capcom have in the pipe? Dragon's Dogma just came out. I've heard that's pretty good. never had much interest in the Dragon's Dogma series, if I'm being honest. What was that other... What was that other game called? They had this weird looking game that just intrigued me with like an astronaut and a little girl. And then they announced it was getting delayed in the funniest way. Oh, what was it? Was it Pragmata? Is that its name? Pragmata. Yes, I was right. Pragmata. Like, that game looks sick. It's coming out eventually. But like that's looking cool. I'm sure Capcom's got other stuff in the works. Capcom's actually doing like pretty decently so far. Like the RE5 remakes in the works. That's gonna be great. Like even with all they've done with like the horror atmosphere in like 7 and 8, I cannot wait to see how they remaster Spencer's Nightmare. Like that was already a great DLC. Oh, I can't wait to see how they remake that. 'Cause, like if they can bring like the Resident Evil 7 vibes to Spencer's Nightmare, or no, that wasn't what it was called. It was the Spencer Mansion. Lost in Nightmares, that's it. If they can bring the RE7 vibes to Lost in Nightmares, oh, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a real good game. Cool. But yeah, I know RE5 is kind of like controversial Resident Evil, but I loved it, dude. Whenever me and my buddy hung up, oh, there he is. There he is. 2,210 minions. And we get him. Oh, let's go. We finally got him. We can finally move on to Maz. Oh, we did it. What was I talking about? RE5? Oh yeah, like after... I would hang out with my friend after high school. We'd play through RE5. I love that game. It was goofy as hell. It was a blast to play multiplayer. I really don't need the tutorial, Mr. Champion. We're gonna astonish this thing. Like, that was... I think it might be my memories of playing that game with my friends. That, is my only attacking move... My only attacking move is, does acid do damage? I thought acid was just a defense drop. Surely they wouldn't give you a starter that's only attacking move is it's a ghost type attack when the first boss and when the first encounter in the game is a normal type, right? Oh, we finally got minion, dude. Save. Thank you, champion. 70 passing through. Any decent training would have done what I did. There are altar Pokemon here. Normally one attacks close to the city. Checking the South Nexus. I'll make sure to know what happened. Hurry home. Oh, it's finally done. We can take Minion off the screen. Boosh. Now it's just Maz. Hold on. Whoa, him. There we go. Lock that back down again. That's our target. Too bad they have to go back to Alistair. Actually, I think you should keep them. Yeah, there we go. We gotta keep the dudes. Indeed. They're the offspring of my own Pokemon that I raised. Think when they travel with you, they can reach their maximum potential. And if I remember correctly, all 3 of these Pokemon are Tandorian. So they're all from the dev's previous fan game, Pokemon Uranium. Which I think is a neat little touch. I'd love to see more Pokemon Uranium Pokemon come back in this game. Like, if the devs ever find this series, I am begging you, add Tracton. Please. That was intense. Alright. Tracton was such a cool little guy, and I miss him. I want him back. Tomorrow's an important day. We gotta wake up early so we can get the Pokemon. Yeah, we get 2 starters, because it's the double battle game. Which, like, honestly, I feel... That scared me for a second. I thought I hit the reset button. My first Pokemon. Neon. Should I give him a name? Yes. Since he's got the Batman colors, he's Batneon. There we go. Wait. Someone's calling. We pulled a... Hold on. We pulled a female starter too. Let's go. Oh, there's the drawback. Look at that shit special Ivy. Oh, and it's the kill the nature boosts. Quiet. Perfect defense, perfect special. Perfect speed at a minus. HP's shit. Attack's decent. Alright. Pretty good. We are definitely going to save now. Yes. Oh, now we can start grinding Moss. Dr. Reed. Kiddo, today's a big day. Didn't want to wake you up, so I came down to the lab to get everything ready. Friends are already waiting. Come downstairs. Is Aster's room in the lab? Okay, let's save here. Like, is this just gonna... Oh, no. Okay, so down here to start the... Yep. You're finally here. If it took any longer, we're gonna get our Pokemon without you. It's true, Dr. Reed wouldn't start without all of us. And it's Dr. Reed. 3 of you here. Good morning to you. I trust you slept well. Because you're all on time. Trust you're all prepared to get your first Pokemon. Yeah, we all have Pokemon. We thought you all have Pokemon already. Champion gave them to us. What? Without any experience, go been hurt. We had the champion. Probably a good thing those altars by himself. Well, it sounds bad. We're never in real danger. Champion trusted us with these Pokemon. Suppose it was fortunate the champion was passing by when he did. And well, defeating Alter Pokemon is an important part of being a trainer in the Altera Pokemon League. So, do we still get the Pokemon? Yes, yes, of course, even though you already have a Pokemon. Promise is a promise. Follow me into the lab. You look that well. Now, do we get to save before selecting these boys? Because approved me to distribute Pokemon to the trainers. It's my honor to prevent you with your first Pokemon. So I'd say, but you all have a Pokemon already. No, I'm not. Just a bit surprised as well. Oh, that reminds me, we need to void out the encounters. What did I set that to? That one? Yes. Have you decided who will be choosing first? I don't mind if you all go first. I'm just happy I have Luna Pup. Fine, let me go first. Right then. No one will say this is favoritism at work. Go ahead and choose Pokemon. Okay. Save here. Yes. Okay, now I think... yeah, all of those look... I actually don't remember what the others look like, but I don't think the shinies show up in this screen. I could be wrong. Give a nickname to Moz. That is a regular Moz. Hold on. Come on, Flux, Pokédex. What do the others look like? Shiny. Just Chiclet is yellow. And Findolf is gray, right? Yeah. Okay. I know what they look like just in case we find them. So we're hoping for Moz, but yeah, Moz. Think Moz. Give a nickname. No. Wrong. Two. Yeah, I actually should have checked if we can actually see if they're shiny or not from this screen or not. Give a nickname. Yes. No. What? Please don't tell me I saved at a point where they've already generated. Because I'm noticing... I think it's been... oh. Hold on. Ah, forgot to check. That's alright. Give a nickname. It keeps popping up female. Hold on. Grants. Yeah. Let's go through. I just want to check this thing's stats and make sure I didn't screw up. It's great. I'm fired up. And Pokemon Battle. That's my Sky. If I saved after they'd already generated, I'm gonna be so mad. Party. So, let's see here. Female. It's calm 31 HP. Let's remember that. Continue. Walk up. Grab Moz. Nickname Moz. Yes. Okay, that settles it. Gender difference. Okay, it's fine. We're good. We are getting different Pokemon each time. It's perfectly fine. We can hunt right here. What? No. Yeah, you too. Okay. Grab Moz. Nickname. Nope. Wrong Moz. But yeah, like I have, getting back to the Resident Evil topic, I have like such good memories of playing RE5 with my friend. Like, and I think that might make me a little more fond of it than the average Resident Evil 5 or the average Resident Evil fan. But you know, I liked it as a game. It was fun. I can't wait for the remake, man. was keep getting to check these two. Lost choice, yes. Anybody? Yeah, it's all just like checking the Discord quick, like to see if listening process shiny use. Yeah. Shiny starters. Come on. Check the shiny. Oh, there's a Shiny Honey wiki page. Yo. Let's go. Shiny. That'll help. Whoa. Pause. Yeah. Grab Moz. Give a nickname. Nope. Wrong. Phenomena. Counters. Alter. Starters. Let's see here. Can be seen in their nickname screen. They won't appear shiny. Okay. So there's no point in scrolling over them. Okay. Good to know. That speeds us up. Or at least we can check his nickname. Oh. Yeah, like if Capcom can bring the like RE7 vibes to the Lost and Nightmares DLC, I'm expecting pretty decent things. Pretty great things, honestly, from the RE5 remake. And then hopefully they remake Code Veronica. Or Revelations 3. You know, I wouldn't be too upset about getting a Resident Evil Revelations 3. I mean, we can finally see what happens with Jill post RE5. Get something with Rebecca, mayhaps? Rebecca hasn't shown up since... Has Rebecca shown up since RE1? Because she lived through... She's one of the surviving STARS members. That's been established. But I don't think she's shown up in any video games since. So it would be nice to have like Jill and Rebecca Revelations 3. It would be pretty cool, in my opinion. Pause. Can't team over. I also need to think up a name to give to Shiny Moz if we get him. But although considering the first starter took 2200, you probably don't have to worry about that for a while. But also, now that we have the first starter, I can do a little shiny hunting in between streams. Because I wanted to make sure the first shiny was on stream. Everything else, we can... I can do a little shiny hunting between streams. Throw them into little, like, update videos. Ugh. Every leg, I guess, of the game. Which would be 3 videos before episode 2 comes out. grab Maz. Yeah. Let's get this dude. Nickname? No. Oh. Although, we've got some, I know I say this every stream, we've got pain in the future. There are some painful hunts coming up, and it ain't gonna be fun. Two-way soft drink, yeah. Although this is nice, the wiki didn't exist, at least this well, when I started planning out this run. So to have like an actual like shiny hunting wiki page, ooh, very helpful. We're in, not supposed to, yeah. And static encounters. Nomina Pokemon? Oh, the shaky grass, right. Okay. Yeah, grab this dude. Nickname Maz, no. Oh shit, yeah, I won. No, crap. My old Pokemon instincts booted up. And we're like, nah, we don't give them nicknames. Crap. So we need to go into the fight to see. Yeah, it sends out Chiclet. And that's a normal Moz. Alright, let's keep her going. But yeah, the we're nearly out of like the first initial struggle. Because once we're done these reset grinds, we don't actually have to do one for a while. Yeah, we don't have to do one until we get to do I have a town map I can show you guys? I do. Yeah, we wouldn't have to do one until we get here. Albatown. And then we'd have one out here in the Frigate Strait. And one in Condor City. Which, like, we can take, like, little cracks at while we work through, like, the Gull Coast and everything. So it should be fine. And, I'm thinking, as a little, like, special addition to this, just because, technically speaking, there's progress checkpoints for each and every route, and I've just kind of set the tournaments as where the progression line gets drawn. I'm thinking we don't leave a route specifically until we've caught at least one shiny there. I say a route specifically because we'll get stuck in Condor Town if I don't. And that's too early. That is way too early in the run to be stuck in another painful, arguably more painful than this, reset farm. Because at least with the starters, we have a 100% chance. Because the one Pokemon that is catchable in Condor Town is Trubbish. And Trubbish has a very low encounter rate. Like, yeah. Like, I think there's a total of, give it the name. No. So there's the 2 starters, Trubbish, the encounters. It's 2, 4, 6. I think there's 6 Pokemon in this game that are painful. No, there's 8. Because the other starter side quests. Right. The Luna Pup and Cell Kid side quests are also going to be a reset farm. So there's 8 trouble Pokemon. And starting the game, we get a quarter of them out of the way. So, you know, it's not going to be too bad. The only problem is we get, like, 2 of the less painful ones out of the way. Because, although, to be fair, only 3 of them are painful. Like, Nurse is going to be a pain because Nurse's catch rate is abysmal. And Trubbish is going to be a pain because it's not a 100% chance encounter. Like, it's random whether or not you get the encounter, and then it's random whether or not it's a shiny. So, that's fun. And then Aeropin. Aeropin is a special kind of hell. That, thankfully, we probably won't be dealing with until episode 2 comes out. Because that actually seems pretty close. And, we're gonna be stuck on Aeropin for a while. And it is going to be, like, borderline unstreamable. Because it is such a... We have to grind an egg to get Aeropin. And to my knowledge, there is no Pokemon with Warm Body in this Pokemon game yet. Which means we won't even have access to the things that make farming eggs easier. We also don't have access to a bike, I think. Oh, that makes it worse. That makes it a lot worse. I just realized, yeah, Aeropin's not gonna be fun. Okay, yeah. But thankfully, Aeropin is a very far future concern. Oh, but seeing as how bringing up the Aeropin farm has become kind of a stream tradition for this game, let's do the other stream tradition. How's 40 Cakes doing? And his little bot. How's this bot doing at farming shinies? Because, like, I haven't checked 40 Cakes in like over a week. Do you think they finally pulled the second nut? I feel like I would have heard something if they had. No, they haven't. Oh my god. $3 million encounters, 491 days, and nearly 25,000 C-dots. Oh. If that wasn't a bot, I'd feel so bad for that dude. Like, that's incredibly bad luck. Oh my god. Like, they're approaching... What will that be? You have to take 8,000 off. because that was around the time they got the first C dot. So that would be 1700. They're over double odds. Yeah. Ooh. Man, over double odds. In Emerald, where the odds are like 1 in 8,000, that's gotta suck. Hopefully they catch it soon. Like, hopefully before 500 days. One can hope. Oh. And the worst part is they're gonna have to go back. Because the second they're getting access to a leaf stone, they're gonna have to catch a third one to get a shift tree. Oh, it sucks to be that bot. But like, honestly, I just want to see it make progress. Like, I want to see it get that first badge. You know, I hope they've got their first badge by the time we're done episode 1. I really do. Because like, that thing's been running for like a year and a half now. Ugh. And it just, they can't find that second shiny nut. Ugh. Moz. Grab them. Yeah, nope. Next. Like, yeah, if we could get like a some more Tandor Pokemon in episode 2, that'd be cool. Like, trying to think of all the Pokemon I liked in Pokemon Uranium. There was Trackdon, S51, Brainlip. What else was there? It's been so long since I played Pokemon Uranium. Nucleon would be cool, but I feel like adding Nuclear into this game would be a mistake. Because it would be like adding one Shadow Pokemon into a game without Shadow Pokemon. It would just clearly become the best Pokemon to have. So, as much as I would love to see Nucleon, I know they can't do Nucleon. Ugh. Ugh. I'd like to give a nickname. Yes. No. Next. Ugh. There's one B. Was nickname? No. Ugh. Let's get to 200 Mozes, I think, and then we'll call it a stream. Cause that should take. Actually, I don't know when we got Minion. I didn't look at the time on the stream. But give a nickname, yeah, no. Because I don't know how fast this the Moz farm is, so I don't know if that would be enough. I kind of want to go for like 2.5 hours ish. I think that's generally a pretty good time for reset grinds. You know, 2.5 hours. Just enough time to make progress before your sanity starts unraveling, because you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You know, check reset, check reset, check reset. Yep. Start. Let's go. Ugh. Who knows? Maybe we can get Moz like super early. Like 47. Wouldn't that be crazy? Damn. Wouldn't that be crazy? 47? Yeah. Yeah, like once we have Moz, we can finally start doing normal Pokemon shiny hunting. And this will become a lot less fraying on your sanity. And we'll actually get like decent encounter rates going. And it won't be so painful. Look, got Moz. Yes. Nickname, no. Well, and we can start looking for like some of the cooler Pokemon in this game, because like I'm assuming if you guys are watching this, you've probably watched a regular Pokemon Flux playthrough. Monster choice, yes. But like it's there's some cool designs in here. I think the Pikachu clone in this game is my favorite, because like they went in like a Mimikyu direction, and I love them for it, because that's just such a great little thing. Oh, he's gonna be. Unfortunately, they are a reset farm, which speaking of episode 2, we should another good reason to get through as much of this game as we can before episode 2 comes out is that if episode 2 expands the frigate strait from what it is right now, we're probably going to have more Pokemon that we can catch before we can get through Albatown. So, you know, I want to at least get through Albatown before episode 2 comes out. Nickname Moz, no. Come on, we just need a nice, cute little pink Moz. Like, look at him on the side of our screen. Ain't he adorable? Moz choice, yes. Okay, yeah. I am... God, the one thing I hate about the reset grind is it just, like, it puts me to sleep, man. I start yawning like crazy. And go ahead and choose Pokemon. Thanks. Didn't mean to talk to you, but thanks. Yeah, grab this Moz. Check them. Nothing. Ugh. Grab Moz. And come on. Yeah, it's like way too early to like actually be expecting Moz to show up, man. Yep. 7. What else is there to talk about? This is the other thing I hate. This is basically like a just chatting stream. And I always run out of stuff to talk about after like an hour. And I'm just stuck sitting here like, what am I supposed to talk about, man? Like, I've got nothing. My brain just kind of goes blank after a bit. Like, But, and like the game isn't doing anything. It's just like the same 5 seconds over and over. There's no like story that can distract me from talking and talk for me and keep you guys entertained. But so that's your choice. So like I'm just kind of like stuck here and just like going like, well, what do I talk about? I've run out of topics. And I don't have anything else to like say on them that I don't feel like would be just me repeating myself. I don't know, like what other upcoming games are coming out? I'm sure there's good stuff coming. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head. Cause like Crow Country's Thursday. I think Metaphor ReFantazio comes out this year. But like, aside from those two, I can't really think of anything. Does Nordics come out this year? I know Yeast 10 is getting a Western release, but is it this year? If it is, I should really get around to playing Yeast 1 and 2. Because I have those on my backlog. But, I think there's a new Trails game coming out. Once again, need to catch up on the Trails series. Because I love Trails, dude. It's such a great little RPG series. I'm just stupid behind on it. I actually need to replay Trails in the Sky. It's been a while. I've kind of forgotten what all happened in it. Ugh. It was. It's a choice, yes. I also have a couple RPGs I need to work through in my off time because I want to play. I want to play the new saga in the Like a Dragon series, but I want to actually finish Kiryu's storyline first before I jump to Ichiban. So like I need to finish my playthrough of 5 and play through 6 before we can play 7 and Gaiden and 8. We could play Ishin, the samurai spinoff. That one's one we could do pretty much whenever. It's because it's like it's the samurai spinoff. It doesn't really tie that much into the normal games. Yeah. Grab was. Yes. Yeah, but like that's an RPG, so we could fit it in like after Faith. That's like probably July. Was choice? Yes. Because like with the current stream rate, I think it's like 2 to 3 weeks to get through Ayuden Chronicles Rising. It's probably gonna be 2 months of 100 Heroes. Because I wouldn't be surprised if 100 Heroes took, be like 50, 60 hours? Wouldn't surprise me. But, yeah. Yes. Was. And then Hunting Grounds is a week. Faith, I think also about a week. SMT5 is 70, which is going to be a while. Yeah, it's a ways out. Oh. Should actually start doing some like bonus streams to speed up the progression of my backlog. Because if I start doing like a one stream Tuesday or Thursday, we go through the backlog a whole lot quicker. Probably Thursdays, considering Tuesday's gonna be stupid busy for me once the actual school semester starts up. Because I've got a lot of classes on Tuesday. I've got a lot of classes on Tuesday. Oh boy. It's Moz, yes, grab Moz. Nickname, nope. Wrong Moz. Wrong color. Dude's green. We're not looking for no green Mozes. They clash with my palette. Look at this. Ooh. Grab him. Yes, yes. Nickname. Sally. Yeah, I think I might start doing some bonus streams. Just to cruise through the backlog. And also, like, do things that aren't on the backlog. Because, like, I've been kind of wanting to go back to Tales of Arise and clean up some of the post-game stuff. But, like, I don't really have a place to put that in the schedule besides, like, maybe Fridays, live service days, you know? Well, but then again, if I were to do that, I should probably be caught up on Honkai's story, which I'm not. Speaking of live service, I'm legitimately considering, yeah, Honkai Star Rail. We've been playing through that. Gotcha. You know, it's not as bad as Genshin. They're actually, surprisingly, Star Rail is actually pretty generous. Like, I don't put money into gacha games. It's not the most generous. Like, that hands down goes to Blue Archive. Blue Archive just gives you enough currency for free that you, as long as you, like, do your dailies, you never have to worry about money. As long as you're selective about who you're going after. But Honkai is pretty good on that front too. Ugh, it's definitely not Genshin. Oh my god. Genshin's just a nightmare of a gacha game. Like, that's coming from somebody who is all right with gacha games. Genshin's a nightmare. Right? Like, that game's purely kept alive by, like, people who have just sunk cost fallacy running through their head, honestly. Yeah, like, I legitimately think that's the only thing keeping Genshin alive, is that and the fan base. Because, like, it's so brutal with how little it gives you. And then, like, I don't know, Genshin's just kind of a mess. Honkai's decent, though. Little sister plays, I just hope she doesn't buy. Yeah, that's... I mean, most gacha games you can get by without putting cash into. at least most of the decent ones nowadays have learned that to get really successful, you need to be generous enough that most of your fan base feels like they can do decently without putting money into the game. And like, I guess Genshin's just kind of like riding that line perfectly. But yeah, it's not great. But speaking of the live service games, I'm like legitimately considering dropping COD Zombies. Cause like I started that thinking there would actually be like decent content updates. And it's just been dead content this whole game. MWZ has just been like barely updated dead content, and it's just kind of killed my enthusiasm to stream it. Because for like the past 3 seasons, we've like the additions to the end, the story have been the exact same thing. It's you go in, you do a Dark Aether mission, you get a cutscene. You go in. I was expecting so much from this, and it just, I should have known better. It's Activision. I really should have. But like, there's that part of my brain that's just sitting there like, you gotta see it through. I can't, man. I'm legitimately considering just canning that series. At least until like season 6 comes out, and we can just sprint through acts 3 and 4 in a couple streams, hopefully. So maybe I'll put it on ice for a bit. Because right now it's just not fun. What? Give a nickname to Maz. Okay. Let's check this Maz. And then I will. Yeah. Is this Maz shiny? Can we get lucky? At 85? No, we can't, of course. Okay, I will be right back. I'm back. Let's continue grinding out these Mazas. But yeah, like I'm thinking of at least icing Modern Warfare Zombies until all of the content for it's out. So maybe we'll rework the Friday stream to be a bit more of a wild card, you know? Grab that, because if I'm being honest, Friday already is kind of a wild card. The amount of times I've said, hey, we're not playing Honkai today, we're continuing the other game. It's become less of a live service day and more of a wild card, honestly. So I think I might just make that official. And then we can do things with it like cleaning up some of the other games that I've left half completed on my backlog. Oh. We tried Epic 7. Epic 7. I have not. Was this gacha game? Looks like it. Ooh, played a lot when it came out. Nice. Yeah, I don't play too many gacha games because they're way too much. But yeah, really the only two I play with any kind of regularity are Blue Archive and Honkai. Just because Blue Archive doesn't take up that much time. And Honkai I stream, so. And they're both pretty generous with currency, so it's not like, it's not just saying they're going like, hey, you know, you could get all the new characters if you just gave me your credit card. Give me your credit card. Give me your credit card. Get the fancy new characters. Give me your credit card, like some gacha games do. What about Listen, I don't care how cute the chubby blonde gamer girl is. I'm not playing the ass jiggle gacha game. I don't care how cute their characters are. I'm not. It's just no. Nikke. Not Nikke, man. Oh. Like, that's... Every time I think about playing that game, I just see the gameplay and I'm just like, I don't know about this, man. Like, people will say, like, oh, the story is great, the characters look great, and I'm just like, oh. And that's coming from the guy that plays Blue Archive. The game with the most concerning fan base. Oh, some Blue Archive fans, man. Ugh. Like, it's a good game. It's got good characters. But ooh, some of the fans, ooh boy. Although I guess that's true with like most media products in general. Ugh. Ugh. Moz, come on, dude. Moz, no. Wrong one. Ugh. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got to do like a rework to my schedule. Probably won't be out this week though. Probably next couple weeks as I figure it out. What? No. It's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna ice Modern Warfare for now. Turn Friday into a wild card. I don't know if I want to schedule maybe 5th day streaming, because I already have an If I'm being honest, I already have enough trouble consistently streaming on all the days I have marked in my current schedule, but I think adding more bonus streams probably be a good move. Clean up some of the half-finished games on my YouTube channel. Cause like I streamed, there's like 3, I think. I did like 1 stream of Vaporum and I never touched it again. Which, I mean, I don't know why I never touched it again. It's decent. Like, it's a good dungeon crawler. Back when my YouTube channel was just a Let's Play channel, I had Yooka-Laylee and Evoland 2 that I got, like, halfway through and never finished. It's called Destiny Child. Never heard of it. It's like I should probably finish those out, because that's been like... I don't want to think about how long that's been, because that was when I was just doing Let's Plays. Oh, those are probably really old. Ooh boy. So finally finish out Yooka-Laylee and Evoland 2 would be nice. Clean up the post-game of Tales of Arise, because honestly that's the first RPG in a while that's engaged me enough to actually want to like clean up everything. Modern RPG where there's actually like a significant post-game. Because like the one nice thing about retro game Etrian Odyssey, I have not played the Etrian Odyssey series. I've heard good things about it, I've just never grabbed them before, because I'm generally not too big of a fan of dungeon crawlers. What game did I say earlier? Vaporum. It's a, it's closer to like Legends of Grimrock, but it's steampunk. Odyssey. What? Did I say a game with Odyssey in the... what games have I gone? It was Yooka-Laylee, Evoland 2, Vaporum, and that was it. Oh, Tales of Arise. That was the other one. That's all the games I've been going over. Yeah, like I've been kind of wanting to go back, clear out the post game for Tales of Arise, because it's like the first modern RPG in a while that's actually made me want to do the post game stuff. Because it was a pretty fun game. It doesn't seem like there's too much to the post game. Grab Moz. Just the elemental bosses, which I did pretty decently with Sylph, so I could probably clean those up pretty easily. Grab it. Was. Yeah. But yeah, I need to just sit down and rework my schedule. Give it an old touch up, dust it up, whatever. Was definitely need to start doing more bonus streams, because my backlog is terrifying. And the worst part is I don't even think the list I have for my backlog is complete. I'm pretty sure there's games on that I'm missing from that backlog. And it's already like just no, there are some miscellaneous games on there, but it's mostly horror and JRPGs. There is like Spec Ops: The Line is on there. That's a third-person shooter. The Chance, a horror game. That's an RPG. That's an RPG. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I've got the... That's Consideration. That's not technically on the backlog yet, but I do have the Sly Cooper series as like a maybe pick. Try it out. But yeah, it's mostly horror and JRPG and RPGs. I think mostly JRPGs too. Yeah, not a lot of like CRPGs or Western RPGs. Like Spyro. We actually did play through Spyro. That was a pretty decent one. I enjoyed it. I actually hope they make a new Spyro game, because they did just make like Crash 4 after they did the Reignited. Played through Reignited a while ago on stream. But because like after they did just do like Crash 4 after they did the Insane trilogy, so hopefully we could see like a new Spyro game in the future. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, most of my backlog is horror and JRPGs. Just a couple miscellaneous games. Turn-based Spyro. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did a spin-off like that, because Spyro seems like the kind of series that would have spin-offs that would just like dabble in every genre. Ugh. Especially considering it's owned by Activision. So like if Spyro got really popular again, I could definitely see them doing like a tactical RPG Spyro game. I don't know how well it would go, but I could see them trying it. I honestly could. And we've got... Yeah, it's... Coming then made Reignite and went broke. Dang. Yeah. Did they go broke or did Activision dismantle them? It's been a while since I heard that news story. I can't quite remember. What? No. Toys for Bob went big. Yeah. Damn. But I mean, like, they weren't the ones that held the IP, so Activision could give it to another company. Hopefully they do. But you never know. Mostly because of the toys they made, not yeah. But hopefully Spyro comes back. I don't have too much hope for Sly Cooper, because Sly... Well, before I say that, let me make sure that Sly Cooper is Naughty Dog, right? No, they're Sucker Punch. Yeah, Sly could come back too. Uncharted is probably dead, unfortunately. Because Naughty Dog seems far more interested in remaking The Last of Us Part 1 Final Mix HD Super Remaster than making new games. Because we're at like, what, 5 The Last of Us games and there's only 2 games in the series? Like, God. I despise The Last of Us, man. It's a mid-zombie game. I never enjoyed the story of the first game, could never get into it. And it's all Naughty Dog does anymore. Like, if they were at least still making... If they were at least still making Uncharted games and Last of Us at the same time, I'd have more tolerance for The Last of Us. But because it's all Naughty Dog does anymore, I've just grown to hate it more and more. Because the more times they remake The Last of Us, the more I realize we're never getting an Uncharted again. There's never going to be a new Uncharted game. The Lost Legacy was the last one we're ever getting. Because all Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann want to do is make The Last of Us. And it would be less annoying. Are there more than Nathan Drake's been? Yeah, probably not. Like, it's just because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there was the spin-off with Chloe, Lost Legacy. And then Naughty Dog went full on just nothing but The Last of Us. Don't have a new Last of Us game to make? Remake one of The Last of Us parts. Like, I'd also have more tolerance for the series if the amount of times they've remade games didn't outnumber the amount of actual games. Because there have been 5 games released in that series that only has 2 entries. Because we got the original Last of Us, the remaster, The Last of Us Part 2, they remade Part 1 again, and now they're remaking Part 2. Like, if they were making like The Last of Us Part 3, I'd be less aggravated by that series, but they're not. They just keep remaking it and remaking it and remaking it. Oh. Yeah, Naughty Dog hasn't been a fun company to watch recently. Yeah, grab them. But I mean, like, that's just one Sony IP. Like, the last Ratchet and Clank was pretty good, and I think it did well. We should see another Ratchet and Clank. Jak and Daxter's Naughty Dog, so that's dead. Jak and Daxter, that's actually another one I should add to the maybe list, because I've never played Jak and Daxter. Nicknamed Moz, yes. What other IPs does Sony have? They just murdered Helldivers. So that's something for Sony. They just straight up killed Helldivers. Which is a baffling move. Like, you have one of the most successful multiplayer games on the planet, and you just decide to kill it. Overnight. Oh. Controversy always stems. It wasn't even politics. It was just like, they were just like, we are making it mandatory for you to have a PSN account now, PC players. And everybody was like, hey, so you've been selling this game for like 5 months in countries that can't sign up for PSN. What are we supposed to do about them? Ah, like incredible, incredible. I feel so bad for Arrowhead. Like those Arrowhead seems like a cool dev studio, and they're just getting screwed over by their publishers. I feel so bad for those guys because I think they've basically all but actually no, I don't think it is. I think they have actually admitted. I think they actually have admitted that the decision was purely Sony. So not because of the politics in game. No, people have actually been pretty decent about the politics in Helldivers, which is surprising because you think it would turn into a culture war talking point, but it's managed to avoid that. Unlike Stellar Blade, which has become a massive talking point. Man. I remember when you just used to be able to play video games. And nobody was talking about whether or not this was like red pilled or woke or. It's just become so awful. Players who have finished. Yeah, I've heard good things about Starblade too, but it's just like it's become such an annoying topic on the internet of just everybody fighting over stupid little things and trying to turn it into like the culture war. And I hate the culture war with a passion. It's just so annoying. Oh. Like, we can't enjoy things anymore. We need to have bloody internet pissing matches and huge ass drama chains over whether or not Bridget's trans and if this tracks for their character. And it's just like, I just want to play Guilty Gear. Actually, that's a lie. I don't play that many fighting games, but still, that was. Oh, the Bridget controversy. That was a nightmare. Because people just wouldn't shut up. Ugh. Oh. I remember when you just used to be able to play video games. And you'd have people saying this is turning you into a spree killer, and that was it. That was like all of the politics that were in video game discussions. Was just like, are video games making people serial killers? And everybody said, no, they're not. And that was it. And now it's just everything. Ugh. And it's not even like I can enjoy games that have politics in them. I love Metal. I did that too soon. I reset way too early. Crap. Like, I can enjoy games that have politics in them. One of my favorite game series of all time is Metal Gear. Like, it's nothing. It's just having people constantly arguing on the internet over politics and video games is just such a frustrating endeavor, man. Like, it's just draining to even witness. Ugh. And that's coming from somebody with a humanities major, right? Like, my education is history and politics. And I find this stuff exhausting. I can't imagine how people who didn't do poli-sci and history feel. Ugh. Ugh. It's honestly kind of why I play retro games so much. They're just nice, simple little games that don't have massive controversies cycling around whether or not the translations are accurate, or whether or not this character is overly sexualized, or nobody cares. Nobody cares about the games that are out on the PS2 anymore. It's great. We avoid all of that. And we don't have to deal with, like, you know, oh, this single player game, you need to be connected to the internet to play this single player game because it's actually being hosted on a server for this one completely optional feature. But if you don't have an internet connection, the game doesn't function. Like, there's none of that. It's great. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, GameCube, great. Great, none of that. No microtransactions. Oh, I can't let go. Yeah, that's why I love emulators, man. Like, I try to get physical when I can, but some of these games are ridiculous on PS2 for the prices. Like, last time I checked, Rule of Rose was $1,000. The Xenoblade series, not Xenoblade, Xenosaga. The Xenosaga trilogy is like $400. Like, it's, ugh. It's just gross. The retro game market, man. Have you bought the games before? So some of them I have. I've got a pretty decent retro game collection. I've got some GameCube game. I've got a pretty decent selection of GameCube games. I didn't play PS2. I've bought them years ago. I just don't have to buy them again for the, yeah. Yeah, and my thing is that if there's no way to buy them in a way that actively supports the developers anymore, it's basically abandonware and I have every right to emulate it. Like, if my only option to play Xenosaga is to pay some guy on eBay $300, where not a penny of that is going to Monolith, I shouldn't have to pay that guy $300. It's why, like, I picked up the Atelier remake instead of just emulating Atelier Marie. That's why I bought the Batten Kaitos remasters instead of just emulating the Batten Kaitos games. Ugh. And like, if Atlas re-released Rule of Rose, I would buy Rule of Rose. If Capcom made a Haunting Grounds remaster, I would buy Haunting Grounds. It's just that I'm not paying these exorbitant fees to buy them secondhand when that money isn't even going to support the developer. That's all. That's kind of my stance on emulation, at least. Yeah, grab him. Cause I don't think I've played any on stream yet, but I do have on. Just play Rogue Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy. Level 5? Okay. Looks interesting. I add that to the consider pile. Rogue Galaxy. Thank you. Though it is probably going to be a while before we get to anything on the consider pile. Considering the rest of the backlog. There's... We got a big backlog, man. Grab Moz. Let's give Moz a nickname. Pop, pop. And, yeah. Although it should thin out once we start doing, like, bonus streams and stuff. So, we'll get around to it eventually. Honestly, I don't have anything directly marked down for After Faith. We might fit it in there. Alright. I think I'm going to hit 250 or not, 150 Mozes and call it a stream. Because we finally progressed. We finally got Minion. Now it's all about going after Moz. Rework the schedule. I've got a short story I need to read for an English class tomorrow that I haven't even touched, so I should probably do that tonight. And then have to work on retooling the schedule, getting that all done. I have to make the new schedule graphic for next week and get that posted. So I've got some after stream stuff I need to get done. Choice, yes, grab Moz. Your teacher? I am in... I have my social studies major. I should have my social studies major. I should say that I haven't technically graduated yet. And I'm doing education right now. So I will be in like a year or two. Just not yet. Got Moz. Nickname Moz. Nope. Wrong Moz. 5 more. Yeah, grab this little dude. Yeah, I've got some post-stream stuff to do tonight. Plus, it's the shiny hunting streams are always a bit shorter than the other streams. Mainly because we're stuck in a reset grinding hell at the beginning that we're halfway through. We've just gotten Moz, and then we get to do a bunch of normal shiny hunting until we get to Alba Town. And then we have 2 more reset grinds. And then after Alba Town, we get to experience true suffering with the Aeropin grind. That is not a Pokemon I'm looking forward to getting in this stream, in this challenge run, but oh boy, we gotta, cause them's the rules. Oh, and this is gonna be the last Moz of the night. Will he do it? Will this be our pink lad? Nickname to Moz? No. 50. So this actually isn't a ROM hack, it's a full-on fan game. Like, I'm not running this through like GBA Advance or anything, it's its own EXE. And it does include multiple save files, because there's my normal playthrough I did off stream. Right there, and there's the Shiny Hunt stream file, and if I made a new one, it would also appear in this list. So yeah, it's actually pretty decent. Doesn't have the one save per game limitation Pokemon Company refuses to fix. But yeah. So, we're going to call it here for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow for Radiata Stories. And I hope you all have a good night. Bye-bye, everybody.